And I'm back here today, folks. More official ladder tournament, and I got a tough squad with me today. I got the ESPN of competitive Pokemon gaming here today. I got my boys Lax and 3D. So shoutouts to them for joining me for this deep analysis. Official ladder tournament. I've posted so many sets these last few weeks, and they've been very entertaining. We got Clean versus Fusion, and I've actually not posted any of Fusion's OLT sets. I haven't really caught any, but I think he went 3-0, right? In the initial pool stage. You know Lex? Do you go 3-0? He's strong.
Yep.
He
played me.
He's beats it up, yeah.
Oh yeah,
he's
he
good.
played 3D, he defeated you. He's been handing out some ass beatings lately.
Yeah, he's nice.
But Clean also had a strong showing. I think he only dropped maybe one set. Actually, I think he dropped 2 sets. He did drop 2 sets. So he barely made it. Alright, but he made it nonetheless. And he made it to show us his new Dondozo Rillaboom creation, which is crazy. But you know what?
It's an ugly team.
It's not bad though. If that's like a Terra Dark Dozo, some Spadef, it might be troll. Oh my god, look at turn 1.
Oh hell no.
Off the bat, already making god
There's
plays.
just some evil shit going on. You click T-Wave turn 1, bro.
Okay,
like,
so
literally.
expected Scarf Darkrai turn 1, so went into Tusk to cover that. Tusk covers it regardless because it's speed booster Tusk. What do you think this is? Bulk up?
The Darkrai?
Nah, the
Or
Great
the-
Tusk.
Oh, I guess it is.
Nice Ice Beam by Clean, because he got free damage there.
Yeah, honestly, I was thinking you should just headlong because they either go Dozo or you stay and get your chip
Dozo.
off.
I would have lost his Great Tusk, though, if he clicked Headlong. You think the chip was worth it, though? Maybe it was worth it.
Well, he's
He
about to
played
go
in range.
Dozo right
He's about
now.
to go Dozo now regardless, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. So it's like, did you even get any damage? I mean, personally,
I guess you could also
do
go
get to see
Lottie.
out the
me
set,
personally,
though.
I go to
Why
my
not?
Scarf Lottie. I killed this.
Yeah, I was about to say, if
Mm.
you're Scarf, you could go into it if you want to keep up. Because nobody's going to click Ice Spinner here. That doesn't make any
Doesn't
make any sense.
It makes no sense.
He does not have a Draco switch
What
in.
if it's CC, though? If he's CC,
Well, if
he
he
would've clicked
CCs
it. He
a
would've
Lottie,
clicked it. He would have clicked it. Right?
Yeah.
Because there's
Yeah.
no CC switching for Clean. Okay, that actually did
That
a
is-
shit ton of
Okay.
damage.
Oh,
This is,
Yeah,
it's Spadef
Oh,
Dozo.
that did so
No lefties,
much.
too.
Dude, you gotta keep in mind, this
Wait.
Great Tusk has 0 attack invest, so to still do 30.
Is this Vert's Chesto Dozo bullshit?
It could just
Nah,
be
no,
boost.
it's
It could just be
Chesto,
boost.
bro.
I don't think it's
Yeah, but
Chesto.
you have a Tusk. I feel like you just run the item, get the item advantage for your Dozo.
Tusk
Nah,
is not
lefties
enough,
on
though.
Spadef
Mono
Dozo?
Tusk removal is not enough for Dondozo.
It could be
Alright,
close.
so it was
Yeah.
Scarf Lottie. It was Scarf Lottie, like we said.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, this is a good play because there's no Draco switch in.
there's literally
so,
0 Draco switching. Lottie is pretty unpunishable for...
well, the nature of
Okay,
Fusion's
okay.
team
They
is
actually
that
went for sign
you're gonna-
raise. I guess you didn't want to miss
yeah, set up and
Draco.
go next.
Yeah, but now Darkrai gets a free
Wait, now
setup.
Darkrai is giga free.
It already got a
yeah.
free setup though, right? If you click Draco.
Yeah,
that doesn't actually
even
take
if you
it.
Draco.
Yeah.
Actually, you probably Deoxys get your screens up first.
You think it's a screens Deoxys?
Yeah, definitely looks like it. Yeah, he's just got too many setup guys for me to.
I actually didn't even notice that. Alright, decides to go Darkrai. I think you're right though, Lex. I think you got a free reflect there if you wanted.
So
So
now
I'm
you
guessing-
nasty plot.
Nasty spot for sure.
This is a greed item, like Life Orb. or-
Dondozo is so bulky though. Dondozo lives 2 Dark Pulses at 69, and Press is gonna destroy Darkrai.
Yeah, but that's
Is
Dozo.
it Spadef Press?
I bet you Terra Ghost Ceruledge Life Orb is gonna do like 55 to Dozo, potentially even more.
You know, if
'Cause
he
it's
got
fully
the,
Spadef.
I like going Darkrai.
Okay, nice play.
I like this play.
Yeah, I like this too because now you just go for a Thunder Wave. You have odds
Yeah,
with Speed
you have
Tie and
odds for
Focus
Speed
Blast
Wave.
miss if he's even Focus Blast.
I think you have to be Focus Blast because you have Bolt.
Yeah, like, surely it is, but he's got pretty good odds to land this Thunder Wave on Rai.
Yeah. But if he doesn't get it, oh, he Terras.
Wow.
Oh.
Knew
I
he
guess-
would-
I
knew-
guess-
Knew he would lose the speed tie.
You
That's-
lose the Speed
That's
Tie to
next level.
Terra.
That's next level. A lot of you don't know.
Oh, this is some nasty
Whoa,
plot
no, but now
T-Wave
it's-
BS. Yo.
I don't know. I feel like that Ogre Seru Bolt combo.
Yeah, like losing your Terra now? I don't know. It might be,
Bolt's
might be tough.
not gonna win versus Tusk Lottie. You can live.
It doesn't
with
need a win. It just needs to chip
I know what
something.
you mean. I
for
think
the-
Ceruledge is gonna win personally. With
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no Shadow Sneak
I
resist
mean, you don't
anymore.
even need a Terra it. Poltergeist with Life Orb is doing way too much damage to.
Wait, he's going for the hacks.
All right.
Huh. Did you want to keep Rye because it outspeeds? Oh, it only outspeeds Ogre. Yeah, you have Rilla for Ogre. It's fine. All right,
'Cause
now
now
you
you
go
can go into
Rilla
Tusk
probably,
or
or
Rilla.
Me
Lottie.
personally, I would have switched out there. I would have gone Dondozo, gone for odds against this Darkrai. Because I'm Max Badev. I wouldn't have sacked my Darkrai. I mean,
going Dozo on the Dark Pulse and you get flinched, you're just kind of fucked.
I'm not getting flinched through
That
Para
happened.
player. Let me tell you that right now. Nobody's getting that lucky versus me.
Alright.
That shit not happening. Alright, but this is pretty free Woodhammer. No switching.
Yeah.
Because Raging Bolt would take like 40. You don't want that thing getting chipped, right?
Yeah, you definitely just let Darkrai
Oh, hard
go.
Dio.
Sex Deoxys.
Hard Dio. It lived.
Yo. There's one play.
Nah,
Wait, I don't understand
Nah, there is
that,
one
though.
play. Just kill this Deoxys.
No.
Nah, 3D click knockoff. Let them rocks go up. Look like a damn fool.
Wait, I'm really confused. Like, why would you keep your pair of Darkrai? It doesn't really beat anything at all.
I don't get that either, to be
It's
honest.
like a Cynoid switch in, but so is Deoxys, and it also let you get screens up. So I'm really confused.
Yeah, I don't understand that play at all, to be honest. But I
Now,
think you go
what do you
Bolt
go
here.
though? You go Bolt, right?
Because-
Yo, but with terrain up, Heatran walls Raging Bolt.
Okay.
It's gonna take all that.
Let's see. Okay, so now we're gonna see Bolt, Terra Bug, Terra Fly. I like Terra Bug personally. Nice.
It is terrible.
Ooh, AV
Okay.
Tusk, AV Tusk.
Oh,
Not a
Oh,
bad
shit.
trait for clean at all because Bolt's gonna die to Draco after this headlong.
yeah. Bolt's gonna die to Woodhammer
It's gonna
too.
die to Cynoids too, actually.
It's gonna die to everything.
That shit might live Cynoids. That's just only. Wait, they don't.
Actually,
run,
yeah.
They run Luster Purge
That's
on
not
Scarf, not Cynoids. What am I saying?
No, he used Cynoids.
Hey,
Which now that you say it, it doesn't really
What?
make sense. Yeah.
Yo, that's some next level weak shit. No way, bro.
Yeah, nah.
I really, no, that's really crazy. What are you doing? AV Tusk was mad clutch here though. That extra damage was needed.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'd have to go Heatran and
Yeah, that's.
take
I mean,
flip on that.
I guess that's okay. Heatran's not that useful.
I could take a hit from Ceruledge, I think.
That's true. And Terra's been exhausted, so that extra Earth Power damage is nice. Okay.
I think this was a complete different game if Darkrai got sacked and then screens went out.
Yeah,
That's
you
what I was
that
thinking,
Raging
too,
Bolt was gonna have a
but-
lot of trouble. Dondozo, even if it is Spadef, which it is, it loses to Bolt Booster because the shit's not lefties.
True.
It's
Yeah.
still it's still a close game though. Ogre can still put some pressure.
So I think you go Rilla and Woodhammer. I think that's probably the play.
Rilla and Woodhammer does
Yeah.
open you up to Ogre because you
yeah,
take a
I'm cooking
Thunderclap here.
Thunderclap here, and I'm doing 40.
Nah, but you
plus.
got Latios for Ogre.
It's
Like
not
Drake
a-
will do a
guess.
lot even with,
That
and
shit-
Terra's gone.
Nah, but you get Oko by knockoff or play rough, so that's like a whatever.
Yeah. And then it just kills the
But
other
it's
two.
like a check. So I think it's
Nah,
fine.
nah, it's not a check because it's gonna die and then it just Okos the other two.
Yeah, and you,
Bro, you gotta.
and
Rilla's
saving
not
Rye-
dying right
saving
now.
Rye is smart
No.
for
It's not-
Draco, so you can just sack it and get the
Yeah,
free
yeah,
Poltergeist
yeah.
turn off. Because here you definitely Thunderclap. You definitely Thunderclap.
You Thunderclap for sure.
Is
Yeah.
Fusion thinking if he should save this for Dondozo? Okay, good. Wow,
Oh my
60.
God.
That shit was gonna do like 45. Damn,
Bro.
That shit is so strong.
So what, you go Ceruledge here?
Dude, you have to
I think
Saru
you
and
go into
sneak though,
Ogre
right?
and just kill this. Is it banded?
You go
No, it's not
Ogre,
banded. What am I
kill it.
saying? It's not banded.
Yeah,
you do
no.
go Ceruledge. You don't want Ogre taking 40 for no reason.
Yeah. You just lose
Yeah,
to Draco
yeah,
then.
yeah.
Draco sack, Draco
I'm tripping.
sack.
I'm tripping.
Cause yo, look, like if Lottie trades to Draco the Ogre, and
Fusion does not want
This-
Ogre taking no type of damage. That's a super
yeah,
giga
yeah,
throw.
Yeah.
Because I think Fusion has this bagged up with Ceruledge coming in right now.
Yo, you
and
know what
just
he could do?
sneaking.
He could go Ogre and Hard Seru.
On Glide to guarantee the boosts.
Yeah. So that way Lottie can't come in. You have to take chip on
Heatran.
Heatran, and then you could try to Trailblaze with Ogre, and then go for speed tie to win.
Mm.
But I don't know.
To be honest,
That's risk and width.
I think that's kind of risky because then you take 2 glides as Cerulege, and then you're in Earth Power range automatically. No, because you took 2 glides.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that might be too risky. I think you're right though that the Ogre is Trailblaze.
Oh, he went hard. Okay, is he doing it or is he gonna Trailblaze here?
Trailblaze does not kill this shit, does it?
At 21? That shit might kill.
I mean, it is 0 HP Rilla.
She took 60 bro.
I mean, at the end of the day, bro, nothing KOs Ogre. So this is fine for Fusion. If he has a grass move between Horn Leech and then Play Rough or Knockoff, he's good, right? Yo, 56 is too much. Okay, it does
kill.
Oh, but Trailblaze.
Bro, but Lottie's just gonna kill it, so I feel like...
It's a speed tie, though.
For the game.
Actually, no, it's Play Rough isn't gonna Oko Lottie.
Yo, I've been running,
and there's no way it's
modest
not.
Lottie every time on Scarf, so... I don't know. And I'll be running Adamant Ogre, too. If I'm running... That's what I'm saying. I bet you this was a modest Adamant speed tie. But I'm telling you right now, that was for sure wrong. The way this Ogre was utilized.
Yeah, I think Sarah could have came in.
Grassy took did way too much. Sarah should have came in instead. Maybe it always was gonna come down to that though, right? Because even if you go Cerulege and you like Shadow Sneak into Heatran, then you trade, lose your Cerulege, you still have to risk this Kai at some point. Let's see. It's kind of strange now, but I think Clean got it.
Actually, keeping this Darkrai is low key annoying.
It's like whatever though, because.
But I don't think he can get through Dozo is the issue.
I don't know though. Don't count Dozo out. I mean,
like you can go train here.
Out.
Yeah, it depends on the set, but I think you go Tran here.
For sure.
You just chip this Darkrai, bring Latios back in, and then Dozo 1v1 Cerulege is like the win plan. Unless it's Body Press, Avalanche, no.
But bro, I don't even know if Dozo beats Cerulege 1v1. If it's Life Orb. Life Orb, I think, beats it for sure. But again, I'm still under the impression it's Life Orb. It could be anything. We don't even know that this was a screens team, by the way, but it probably was a screens team. No, it literally is a screens team. You can't have 5 setup Pokemon, which he has, and no screens. It's literally 5 setup Pokemon, too.
It's literally 5.
Literally 5 setup is crazy. He need to learn what my Skeledurge do. Skeledurge loses to every Pokemon here.
Okay, yeah.
Bro!
That's why he kept it. He stole that
Why didn't he nasty
Why didn't he nasty plot?
Yeah, why didn't he nasty first?
Oh, well, if he dodges Magma, it doesn't matter. Oh, it's Lava Plume. Of course, the Butte gang always be running Lava Plume.
No, he high-key fucked up, bro. Not me personally.
Nah, well, yeah, if he nasty plot into rest, wouldn't he have lived Draco from Lottie?
Yeah, I mean, he still wins.
Unless it's Terra Dragon, probably.
Actually, no, he loses, bro.
Wait, how does
Fusion loses.
No, he doesn't lose. He wins.
Because how does Fusion win?
You have to go Lottie. Right?
You have to Draco.
You have to Drake. Actually, no. It's over for Fusion. Because you still... Sorry. You still take the Draco. You could Bitter Blade the HP back. Even if you spam Draco, the Cerulege is going to Bitter Blade it all back.
If he's Avalanche Body Press Dozo for some reason, no curse, then I think Clean can lose. But if he's Waterfall, it's over. For sure.
Is it over though? Because look, you SD. Yes. Now you Bitter Blade it all back.
Yeah, you get all back.
Yeah, but surely Dozo beats this, right?
Oh, does it? It's
just
death, though. That shit 31.
They actually did a lot though. But yeah, he's Bitter Blade it all back, and he's Life Orb.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Wait,
he's
Life Orb Ultra actually does like 6.
Dozo's gonna take 55 or some.
Wait, you're right. Because the death. Okay, he has to be Waterfall, and Waterfall has to knock it out right now.
Do you Bitter Blade? Are you gonna live Waterfall?
Yo, Bitter Blade's not even a bad.
Bitter Blade is.
Well, it depends on the role.
If
you're HP invest,
if you live you do live Waterfall. Bitter Blade is for sure.
Okay, if you're HP invest, if you're HP invest, you can just Polter then.
But is this a 50-50 then? If Clean clicks.
Oh, what if he's Resto?
Fucking god.
Oh wow,
bro, that was crazy. Yo, Bitter Blade was the play then, right?
Yeah, if it healed you out of range,
Yo,
but
that
I
was-
don't think
let
it
me-
did.
Let me calc. I don't think it did either.
It's not gonna do 19.
It
Actually,
does do
wait.
19. It literally does 19. Because
Wait, yeah, all it has to do is heal you.
So it does.
How much more percentage do you need to live waterfall? What's the roll?
I'm gonna calc it right now. That was a pretty amazing game. That was pretty entertaining. Cyriledge takes 70 to 85. Nah, it was cooked. It was cooked. That guy was at 65. There's no way he was gonna do enough to regain.
Wait, does 85 to Ceruledge?
It does 70 to 85. Wait, but he was
Actually,
at
wait,
65.
before
There was a
calc-
chance. There was a chance though.
Wait, calc Lottie Draco to Ceruledge first. See if it's 0 HP.
Guess he could
And
have taken
then
an
we can
extra turn of
see
life
if the waterfall roll.
without the crit though. No, there's no extra HP. Trust me. It's zero. I think it's.
Okay, it's 0 HP.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Scarf. Scarf. Because Cyriledge is good Spadef. Yo, that was
Right,
pretty. That was
okay.
pretty insane game. I think you're right. I think Bitterblade could have helped him in that because that was a fully Spadef.
Damn.
Wow, that was a crazy.
What a game.
Bro.
Yeah, that was wild.
Life Orb is so.
I wonder
crazy.
how it would have went if he nasty plot on the Switch.
Yeah,
But then
and
it's
got
like, what
the
if
rest.
Lottie? Yeah, because he would have.
Yeah,
He would've had to
the
kill it,
Bitterblade
but
would have given him
the
better
Draco-
odds though. That was actually a really insane end game. The Bitterblade would have really given him an extra life. But that's a crazy end game, honestly. You think they thought about that? It was such a fast turn that. Or you think Fusion was like?
Yeah,
Fuck it,
Fusion
maybe
clicked
he's
instantly,
Not,
so
he was
maybe
probably
not.
like maybe he's not waterfall.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Well,
I think, because if you Bitterblade into like Curse
Curse
and
is
then
true
he
50-50
rests up,
though.
you can't break through.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
No,
So maybe Fusion's just
I
like,
think-
I'll
I
just
think
hope he's
judging
not
from
waterfall.
the fact that it did 50, you could still get 3 KO'd.
That's true, actually.
The Dozo was
Yeah.
Covert Cloak. I don't know if y'all saw that. It wasn't. It
Yeah.
was
Jeez.
Oh yeah.
bringing
Damn.
ancient technology. That was a pretty sick game. Nice game, nice game. Alright, I'll pause to the next one. Alright, and we have another game. Rillaboom has made a return on Clean's side.
Rillatran.
Fusion is running the ladder team that has Dragonite over Ogre.
Yeah. He uses versus
Oh, this is the tournament
Damn.
team. Oh yeah, this is the he uses team. It's
Wait,
Spectrum.
Queen really made a boss call, said spikes are not coming, so I don't give a fuck. I'm not bringing Hazard Controller. Because look at that. Look at his team 6-0 by spikes
What you
besides
mean?
Clef.
What you mean? This is mono boots.
You got Woger, you
It's
got
literally mono
Heatred,
boots.
all
It's literally mono
blue.
boots. It's gotta be. It's gotta be mono boots.
But he's got Wogue.
No way you would just take. Yeah, I
There's
mean,
no
but
terrain in his boots,
Woger,
man.
it is what it is. It's probably synthesis with terrain. So like, there's some.
Personally, my Samurai's going stupid on his team.
Nah, I think Clean's gonna get fucked up by Ogre Pawn, long term. I think once all those
Train can
hazards
burn
go
it
up.
though.
Yeah, if Trans Flame Body, but I think they'd be running Flash
Yeah.
Fire.
you gotta use flash.
I
fire.
saw
Nah,
Clean
bro.
use Flash
Every
Fire
greedy
recently,
player
I think.
uses. Oh, okay, never mind.
No, I use
Wait,
Flame
actually?
Body every time. I'm bad. I be using Flame
Actually?
Body like crazy.
No,
But
you're
I
ass.
swear I saw Clean
Really
use
ass.
Flash Fire earlier on in this tournament.
Bro, he has a Lou. That shit's a fire resist, so he might not be.
Specs Crown
Might not
gets
be
pretty
flash
free
fire.
focus blasts on the whole team. Alright, I think you take the Ruination as Fusion ASAP. Yeah, Clean left. He did not want to take that.
Mhm.
Yeah, he can't take
He
it.
literally can't take it. Otherwise, he's going to get owned
Yo,
by...
I'm telling you,
Alright, who's ruination again, by the way?
Ruination.
Zapdos or Wheezing are not coming in here. I don't know what's being clicked, but I know it's
I'm
not.
just clicking
okay.
knockoff as Clean.
I'm stupid.
Yeah. it's the same.
Yeah, so ruin one.
Alright, so
whatever.
this Zapdos is fully Fizz Def, judging from the fact that it took 24. I think it's
Is it
U-turn,
U-turn,
Zap.
though?
It's gotta be U-turn. It's gotta be. Yeah.
Wait, he gave
Yeah,
grass
yeah.
terrain to Ogrepon, so he has
Oh,
to go
shit.
Heatred.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
Blonde is a
That's what I'm
flame
saying. I
body.
don't know how Clean's gonna beat this without like burning it with Heatran. If it is, it's Fizz Def Heatran. So we know that now.
Okay, it's
No, but-
probably flame body then.
It is Flame Body
Bro,
for
these
sure.
spikes
If he's
and
Fizz
Zapdos-
Def.
That's
Okay.
crazy. A game could have been determined from a 30% on turn 4.
Oh, bro,
as well.
welcome to SSOU.
Yeah,
This
literally
happens.
welcome to
Oh,
Gen
my
8, where all they do is hacks my shit.
Personally, I'm anti-Gen 8.
Gen is the best gen,
Alright,
but
Rillaboom's
that's
out
neither
of
here nor
commission
there.
now.
nor there.
Um,
Oh, there it is.
burning the Tinglu is pretty big though. That shit's so annoying.
I mean, if it's just
No,
if it's
lefties
spikes,
too.
it doesn't really matter.
Fusion's team is so fucking troll. This looks really hard to break. Also, Jeezing is extremely annoying for clean. It bodies everything except for Heatran, which does not have lefties. So...
Oh, it's about to eat this
you're right.
discharge
Yeah,
too.
but even this thing is such a nuisance. Heatran. Oh, not anymore. What
That's
is-
good chip. Will you go for the burn? Nope.
Oh, nice
Nah.
U-turn.
Oh, nice U-turn
nice U-turn,
catch.
Nice U-turn.
I can lie, I discharged there, but I'm ass.
And like Cudgel's like low-key free. Because like even
Super
if Heatran
free.
does come in, it's not
Heatran
getting,
has to
it's not
take
getting any
this.
HP back, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 20%
Yeah.
Boom.
chip.
That shit just
Look
took
at that.
that shit just took like 18%. Yeah. And like Lou is whatever for Fusion.
Oh, Grassy Terrain ran out.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's
Clean's
look
on
out.
timer. He's gonna lose his
Yeah.
ogre pretty soon.
Yeah, I think
forbid,
you're right.
God forbid Spike goes up. It's just gonna be a quicker loss.
I don't
Might
think he
not be
has
spikes on anything.
You don't think Lou has spikes?
No.
I just assumed
Uh,
it was
Yeah.
It might be. It might be.
Why did Polt come in? Is Polt not walled by Heatran?
Nah, not when it has no lefties and is at 50.
What's it gonna
Yeah,
click?
but getting burned with your pull, I feel like
What's-
kind of sucks.
What is Polt
Like,
gonna click?
even-
It cannot 2 KO this.
I think it U-turns.
Do you
so
just
then why
click-
would
you
you go
just
to this
stand
click
next?
U-turn? Bro, why did he go to Polt to take
Okay,
damage?
I don't.
What?
Yeah,
That's what I'm telling you.
I don't,
No,
I don't.
it doesn't matter what your Heatran is. Polt with boots is all it can do is hex.
Okay, go play, go play, go play.
Ah, shice Zapdos. Me personally, I clicked Lava Plume again.
Wait, Zapdos is unkillable too. Like,
Bro, that,
How does
Zap
he
was
kill
fine.
like,
Zap
Zapdos?
is fine. Zap is fine.
that was some conditioning.
There's a
I can't lie,
Clefable.
take it to
And there's a
Zapdos then.
lefties.
That was
Ting-
some
There's a
conditioning.
lefties Ting Lu. There's a lefties Ting Lu.
personally, I lava plumed again, but I don't
Me
get
too, me
conditioned
too.
like that.
Me personally, I'd never get conditioned. You cannot condition the unconditionable.
That's
Remember
what I'm
that.
saying. Oh,
All
nice
right,
Grassy Terrain heal
I'm
for
sensing,
Zapdos.
A grassy seed or key berry cheese Clefable from Clean.
Ooh, you right.
That shit definitely
Nah,
gonna
it
do
would.
some
It
cheese
wouldn't be
nonsense.
Key Berry though. It would definitely be Grassy Seed.
Alright, yeah, whatever.
Berry's funny as
How
fuck.
the fuck would it be Key
Key
Berry?
berry shiced.
You actually seen Key Berry Clef?
Nah, I made that up. No way we're this Tinglu.
So good.
Alright,
Oh,
blind
payback.
X.
Back,
Hey,
no.
oh,
Alright.
oh, he's the rest set. Okay,
Yo, I'm going a hard ogre, no fucks.
you won.
Oh, shit.
So good.
That's great damage.
Oh, it is Lefty's thing. Okay.
This shit's in cudgel range now.
Yeah, everything's starting to get in cudgel range.
Alright, went Zap.
Okay, nice U-turn.
Why do you go Zap
Now
instead
what?
of
You
Weezing?
bring in.
Yeah, he literally
What
has
do you
nothing.
go into?
Nah, he has
Wait,
really
where do you
nothing
even
to
go?
immediately go into. Lex, you're right.
Yeah, you have to go Clef, right?
Actually, Tinglu's
No,
free.
you could go-
Who cares?
You can go Lou.
Literally,
Yeah, you could go Lou.
literally
actually,
Lou
yeah.
wins on a long enough time frame, clicking payback and EQ.
Nah, it doesn't.
How?
Because ogre's gonna win sooner, I
How?
think.
Terra's still
Ogre
on the field
is gonna
too.
spam
It
cudgel.
could be like Terra Poison, Tinglu, or something.
Yeah, but then you open yourself up to crown clicking shit too. It has to take a lot of hits.
Yeah.
I don't know.
True, but there's still Za as well. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I still think that Clef has a pretty solid chance of winning. They're always the same thing. Cheese, set up, poison, Terra. But obviously a lot of things have to go correctly. Crown has to die, and Tinglu has to die, and Ogre has to not be able to encore you. In any case, you just
Yeah.
like EQ here, right?
Yeah, or you could pay back.
Nice EQ.
It doesn't
I
really.
like seeing a proactive play. You low-key can go Rilla for life.
Rilla.
Getting Rilla
You can
paired
go
is
Rilla, right?
tough.
Yeah, Boots Rilla does such a good job of shutting down Ting Lu, shutting down guard.
Tinglu auto.
That was a nasty
auto
cook
farm.
by Zab.
Wow, nice Dragapult.
Okay, nice pult.
Gets the U-turn
Now you U-turn.
Get something back. Okay, Clef
Now
is
you
in.
bring Crown in.
Clef is
Oh,
left.
dude.
It is not a Batakion getting clicked. So what's up?
Wait, is Crown even that
Focus
good here?
Blast
He's
getting-
got resting Lu.
Yeah, you just focus blast
Yeah, you focus blast for
for
sure.
sure, right? Clef's not staying.
Yeah, there's
here.
there's no reason. Yeah, Ting
Ting
Lu's
Lu
gonna
is
take
coming in,
net like
'cause lefties-
25 from
lefties,
focus
right?
blast.
It's gonna, nah, it's gonna take like, it's gonna take
Let's
50.
see, let's
It's gonna
see.
take 50 from this blast. No way he clicked Tachyon.
Alright, quick Tachyon. Oh wait, that did a lot.
Fucking
Wait, why did that do so much?
Bro, because he specs Crown and this Ting
Oh, so
Lu
you just.
is
Oh
either
wait, payback
fast
just
or
too
it's
much.
Fizz Def because I don't know how it took 40.
Wait, actually, I would just Tachyon again. I think. It's like he's probably resting. Actually, no. You hard ogre. I'm
How can
tripping.
it do
You hard
this
ogre.
much? Do you take this kill? Maybe you're low-key right. And then you just sweep
No,
a
no, I
discharge.
think you hard ogre because ogre actually, yeah, ogre
Dude,
gets you a lot
Crown
of
literally
progress.
wins at any time if you're patient. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
yeah,
now,
and payback is doing less if you switch out
because
too.
now what?
So
You get the
ogre
same,
is like a
you get
decent
the same
answer.
turn you've been waiting for from earlier. Free cudgel again. Yup.
Yep,
Now
free
this is down
cudgel.
to 30. Now next time it's over.
Yep. He's risking burn on Pult, but
Why does he keep
it
going?
probably
to
doesn't
Pult?
even matter.
I
Nah,
mean,
because
Pult-
Terra ogre
Pult-
wins, so I think
Pult's
he's
gonna
fine.
be left at 5% if it kills this with hex. 2 hexes here. See? Literally, it's gonna be left at 5%.
Yep, good math, man.
Thank you, but why did he do this?
Okay, he kept the sack. I think that makes sense.
Chip is chip.
Now
Also,
you
don't
go
forget
back to
Zama in
Crown.
the back with Terra.
And look at Geese as well. How is
Or
he
attack Za
stopping
can
Geese?
win with just Stone Edge Heavy Slam, just kill everybody.
Actually, yeah, Zap is in range of it now.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I mean, that's assuming Terra Fire and all that, but it's more likely than not a defensive. I don't know, this is an interesting game because Clean hasn't even sent out Zama or Ogre yet, you know?
Yeah.
It's just kind of been cycling through the defensive core.
This is interesting. Okay, Crown does come in.
Moonlight.
What does Cluck click? Moonlight.
Definitely some bot plays.
Well, now you sack
Nah, why
Tran, bring
would you-
Wogan.
Moonlight?
I would double as Fusion, honestly.
Why? You don't want to Tachyon and let Ogre in? Is that why?
Because, yeah,
yeah.
I don't.
You're
You don't
right.
want to let Ogre, because Ogre actually does claim
That's
a
why
kill.
Pult getting
if
burnt
it-
sucked. Otherwise, he could have doubled Pult.
Yeah.
And
I
Zapdos
can't
getting
do that.
knocked
Now-
means
now you have to
Zapdos
double-
double isn't real because you take rocks. So the
I would
only
go
double
Geese.
is what? Ogre?
Ogre or Geese?
Okay.
Okay.
He's going for wow,
Oh.
this is the craziest Terra ever. Because he beats Ogre.
What?
He beats
Wait,
Ogre.
this, yeah, this is.
He fries
Okay,
Ogre
now
with
that's
this.
his way to beat Ogre, yeah.
Nah, this is hilarious, bro. Yeah, and this does nothing with EQ.
Wait,
not that he's
this
gonna stay in
Clef
anyways.
Loki just
Nah,
wins.
this shit wins. This shit literally wins. This shit is low key.
Geese has
the
to
fire
poison
fairy
it. Maybe
type.
it's
This is
toxic.
Mega Delphox. Oh nah.
Back to
Wrap that
Crown?
up, homie. Wrap that up. Sushak not doing
Bro, you
that.
just need another command you Oko Wheeze.
No. You can't Calm Mind again. Because what if he had Sign Noise?
Oh, that's true.
It's already
Okay,
over.
so now you go
anyways.
Wheeze.
No, it's just
You should,
over.
you should just
Wait,
win.
back to Lou. Wait, it's
Yeah.
actually Jove.
It's just over. Yeah.
Oh
Damn.
man, I hate seeing a Clefable sweep.
No,
Bro, I
I
feel like
love
you
it.
can go Wheeze
Terra
and
Fire
spam
is some
Sludge
shit that
Bomb, though.
nobody knows about. That's tough. I hate to see a potential 2-0. I always root for the 3-game series, but I like seeing OG Clef return. Damn. Yeah, that's a wrap. Smart Terra too, because it's just fucked on so many levels. Pult can't even wisp you, you know? For the Hex. I guess that doesn't make a difference because Pult already...
I feel like you should go Wheeze. You should have gone Wheeze and just spam Sludge. Try to poison, try to get an Encore off as like cope. And then if you get a Swords Dance with Ogre, Ogre can just win.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's tough. Oh god, he's going for Para. That's
Got
how you
to.
know it's dire.
Got to. I mean, low key. Okay, never mind. It's over. Because if he did full pair of this, there was a world where Ogrepon wins.
Yeah.
But now it's just 300% over because this.
Oh my god, he burned darts.
Wait, he moonlighted.
Okay, wait.
It's still over though.
Okay, so Clean doesn't fuck around. He's hard switches Tran, right?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
would-
yeah,
I
yeah,
think. I think you sack Heatran and then you go Zamazenta.
So he could SD.
So Fusion
with-
should SD. If he has it, he might just be
Yeah, yeah,
U-turn. Yeah. This might just be Joe.
I don't. Yo, why does Fusion have no setup Pokemon on his team? Why is Specs
He,
Crown the
dude, you
only?
replaced the Dragonite that would have won this game and beat Clef actually, which is fucked.
He just won Terra though.
Oh yeah, normal
But no,
D-Knight
it's
with
normal,
Roost
normal
would have
D-Knight
won
would have
too.
smashed Clean. With just E-Speed EQ. It shit can handle everybody long term, because Za loses to... Okay.
Okay, did you Swords Dance?
Wait, click.
Okay.
Oh shit,
Okay.
called
Okay,
that shit,
okay,
called that
okay.
shit.
Gee, Terra
Okay,
SD,
wait, he can
right?
win with hacks now.
He,
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
is
he
his
can win
own-
with hacks.
I mean, yeah, that's his only way out, right? You need to get...
Yeah.
You need to SD again.
He gets the Para on Rilla.
You need to SD again right here. And
Mhm.
then
Yeah.
Terra Grass and then get the full para. And it's... You gotta go for it. Alright,
Oh,
well,
that did so little, bro.
I think now he loses because Zama's
No,
at
it doesn't
lose.
matter. He still needs a crit and a para.
No, but that's why he needed another SD, because then he only needed a para.
He might not have
Yeah.
knocked
He might
it
not
out,
have killed
actually,
this at
'cause-
plus, you know, you're right.
plus
I don't
four.
think it killed at plus,
We would have
Yeah.
needed 2 crits.
yeah, plus
But
4,
this is
plus
like-
4 wouldn't kill
Wait.
Clef, even with Terra. It's too weak.
Yeah. Well, he
Oh,
can still
God.
crit the Zama and para the Rilla.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's too much hex.
It's high crit chance.
He's not getting both.
He can definitely get both.
No, he's not getting both.
It's happened.
I've seen some plot armor, but it ain't happening, player. Sorry. You can't do both.
Alright.
Okay,
Oh
you
my
go.
god, that did a lot. Wait, so he probably had to go for the double SD if it's a roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cause well, you need to crit the Clef, I guess. So it's the same shit.
So you ever see a crazy geese sweep like this? It's got
Nah, you
strange
wish.
team.
If that shit didn't have heavy slam though,
I just feel this is Imus team. This is Destiny Bond stab
G's could have
geese.
low key done something. Actually, maybe not. Anyways, GG's.
Wow.
Those are pretty solid games. Shoutouts to Clean. It was cool to see Clefable come back as the Calm Mind Flamethrower, most evil set for like 3 generations. Shit came back even in Gen 9. Shoutouts to my boys Lex and 3D joining me. I'll link Lex's channel in the description. See y'all soon. Have a good one. Peace. What's good, folks? We're back here today. You know I got the tournament coverage. We have the official ladder tournament playoff stage 2, aka top 16 bracket. Both of these players have fought hard to make it to this stage. So let's get into it. I got Zav GB and Storm Zone. I uploaded sets from both of these players, and I think they both won in those respective showings. So anyways, looking at the team, Zav GB's team is mad old. I recognize this team from the ladder from like 5 months ago. I mean, it's a pretty common 6 Pokemon, and the sets are pretty flexible too. You can kind of do whatever you want with this 6. But I think the Ogerpon is almost always support on this team, and by support, I just mean non-Swords Dance. Like, it's usually Spikes, or it could be U-Turn Synthesis, or whatever. But this is a pretty solid structure, defensively and offensively. You have good win conditions. It's kind of physically oriented, so I don't know, I guess there's that. If you like having a proper balance of physical and special split, I think this team can get kind of overloaded on the physical side. But either way, it's a pretty strong team. It just depends on the player, obviously. We got 2 Moltres on the screen, though. I started all that, never forget. On that famous game where I was U-turning all over that bitch. There was a Moltres. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make here is that we got a pretty nice matchup. Little offense versus offense. Storm Zone has spikes as well. Well, I say as well, assuming the Ogerpon has spikes, but I can't say that for certain. Storm Zone for certain has spikes because there's a Samurott Hisuian on the team. I think Matcha Gotcha is actually pretty solid into Zav GB. Rocks go up turn 1. I honestly get it. Storm Zone doesn't have removal, and even if half of the team is boots, you're going to be hitting Lander's T for rocks. If the Raging Bolt is choice, you're going to be hitting that for rocks. If the Samurott is AV, you're going to be hitting that for rocks. So it's really nice. Let's see what happens here. Ogerpon comes in on EQ. Okay, we see Tinkaton come in, which is a nice play, honestly, because if Moltres came in, Moltres was fine taking the Thunder Wave. But Ogerpon taking a Thunder Wave is super whack, so he doesn't want to deal with that. Gets U-turned on. So like I said, the Ogerpon's going to be some type of support set. Iron Treads is there to completely beat Tinkaton no matter what. Storm Zone switched out. I guess not wanting to take a Cudgel. Could potentially be Ice Hammer and not T-Wave then, seeing as he wanted to switch out so quickly. Or he just didn't want to lose his Balloon to U-turn. But I mean, Treads is going to beat Tinkaton, Balloon or not, so that doesn't really change much. Zav GB has some trouble with Sinistra, because the only real damage he can do is with Moltres Flamethrower or King Gambit Katao Cleave. But if he Katao Cleaves into opposing Moltres, he's going to burn himself and he's going to lose. So you don't want to deal with that. Moltres Flamethrower is pretty risk-free on Sinistra, and you have Roar, so you can kind of like troll around and fish for a burn, but that's not like a great way to play. If you go Iron Treads and knock off, that's kind of good. I think that's great, actually, if you have Treads knockoff. Is Treads knockoff on this team? I couldn't tell you. Alright, it's definitely knockoff. Otherwise, it wasn't coming in. I was going to say, what? Like, you got to knock this thing off. This is a really big nuisance. Matcha Gotcha gets clicked. It's not Assault Vest Treads. Doesn't burn because that move never burns, but Storm Zone gets some good damage there on the treads. Honestly, if that burned, it could have gotten pretty scary for ZevGB because that Raging Bolt is over there, but that was a great trade for ZevGB. Getting this knocked off means that it can no longer reliably beat Ogerpon. It actually can reliably beat nothing now with Rocks up. Assuming Moltres is U-turn and Ogerpon is U-turn, he might get trapped in a really nasty vortex. This is one of the Pokemon that needs its boots to win the battle, so there's that. Alright, this is Fizdef Moltres, judging from the fact that that did 34. I see. I like Spadef personally, but whatever. I mean, yeah, this is Fizdef, right? 34 is way too much. Flamethrower crit, that's pretty nice. Would have done 30, but gets some extra damage. Boots Samurott is what we get to see here. Okay. I mean, Ceaseless Edge is very, very free. What would I do if I'm ZevGB? Would I Razor Shell? I mean, would I Razor Shell if I'm Storm Zone? Trying to, like, really call it the stay in? Like, who cares if he stays in, though? Oh, dude. I'll play to shite. Should have Razor Shelled. See, I was feeling it because I was like, dude, Ceaseless is so free. And Storm Zone has no hazard up. So he's kind of inclined to want to make, like, the halfway play, which is like, oh, even if I'm wrong, I at least get a spike up. So that's why Ceaseless Edge was always coming out. That's why I floated the play of Razor Shell. But now it's kind of interesting because it's like Razor Shell does kill Moltres at this range, but will he go into Ogerpon? If I'm Storm Zone, I'm spamming Ceaseless and getting them all up. Goes for knockoff. Alright. I mean, the second spike doesn't change much, but knockoff is definitely nonsense. Okay. I mean, yeah, U-turn is so free. Okay, so spikes. I was gonna say, I feel like I've seen this this build and it runs spikes, but I guess it is spikes U-turn. 2 attacks, so Cudgel knockoff or Cudgel power whip or what? But either way, this looks like a wrap for Storm Zone. I think the hazards are up. I think this is pretty much a wrap. King Gambit on Shadow Ball, nice play. Knowing Shadow Ball is definitely gonna come out to try and catch the Moltres, which would be a free switch in. And now this is a very free attack if it wants to go for it. I don't even think you go for it. I think you just switch into your own Moltres here. Or you go into your Garg as ZevGB and get that recover off. Am I tough? Oh, I'm trash. Okay. Strength Sap was pretty nasty. Who the hell clicks Strength Sap? Bolt comes in on Roost. Alright, we're gonna see a Draco. It's Boots Bolt. Okay, so far Samurott and the Raging Bolt were Boots. Like I said, this team is so weak to hazards that if Storm Zone's not running Boots, he's just gonna get owned. But Sinistra getting knocked off means it's only a matter of time. But, I mean, we'll see. I think Landers Tia Scarf. We need Rocks up as Storm Zone. But you can't stop Treads from spinning. If it burned, then you could stop it from spinning, but you really can't stop Treads from spinning. Anyways, yeah, Dragon Pulse or Draco or whatever is coming out. There's not really any way to stop it. Going hard Treads is pretty insane. I wonder if Thunderbolt is the right play. Clicks Draco. Alright, Thunderbolt is not the right play. Za comes in. I guess ZevGB figures the Zamazenta is totally useless. Which is a fair assessment, honestly, seeing as there's a Moltres. Sinistra would lose to this shit, though. Seeing as it's burned. 2 hazards are up. And it's knocked off. You can switch around and beat it and fish unlimited times. Alright, goes for Slam. That did a lot. What? Why did that do so much? Full Spadef? Jeez. Jeez. I really did a lot. Okay. I'm really shocked, like, how much that did, seriously. Well, this is a full Fizdef Moltres by ZevGB, which we already know because Ceaseless did nothing. Okay. Hurricane comes out. I was going to say, something's not adding up, 31%. Then 23 from Flame was heavy damage, too. So we got an offensive Moltres. Nice LARP, I guess. I don't know what to say about this. This is some bullshit. I would click Flamethrower here as Storm Zone. I don't think the Moltres is getting sacked. Is it? I don't think that shit's getting sacked. I think ZevGB about to switch out. Going to Treads on some greedy shit, try to knock off. That might be done by ZevGB. I don't really know what you do here. Fuck it, Hurricane. Hedge play. What if you confuse the switch? Offensive Moltres is crazy. I don't know how I feel about this because you have to rely on Hurricane. And that shit didn't even kill. So, like, come on now. Holy weak. Yeah, dude, come on. It wasn't even close. Should lived in at 6%. Well, I can't say that for sure. It could have been a roll. But yeah, let's analyze the situation at hand, shall we? There's 2 hazards up on Storm Zone's side. 1 spike up against ZavGB. ZavGB does have 3 Pokemon weak. Iron Treads, I don't know if it's boots or not. 4 Pokemon weak to the spike. Assuming Treads is boots. So honestly, the spike is also doing some good work there. The Bolt is the biggest threat by a mile. Terra is still on the field for both sides. This is really anybody's game. But I really think that this Bolt has the potential to just win. Especially because Zama's in Thunderclap range, so it doesn't even get that extra 30 with Body Press off. Treads does come in. I knew Treads was going to come in. See, I knew it because he wants to get the knockoff. Bro, I'm too good. I told y'all Flamethrower was a play. I told y'all, man. Even though I walked it back. Nah, but deadass, I told y'all. Alright. But I think ZavGB might get punished really badly for this. Because the Bolt is really crazy. If Garg doesn't recover. If Garg doesn't get recover off. This shit is not a rock move. Stop playing. Yo, what if it's Rock Slide? Yo. Low key. What if? I think I'd go Sinistra here. I think I would safely go Sinistra here. If Ice Spinner gets clicked, then I'm buns. So be it. But I really am feeling some dark, ominous aura from ZavGB right now. And a Rock Slide is coming. Maybe I made that up. Would you be Rock Slide on this team? It's not even boots, which is crazy. Knockoff, EQ, Rapid Spin. And then Garg has rocks. It could be Ice Spinner. This team isn't great into Gliscor, so Ice Spinner's not bad at all. This team's also straight up bad into Earthquake, Stone Edge, U-Turn, Landorus, so it could be Ice Spinner Treads. Alright, I'm locking it in. It's Ice Spinner. But ZavGB's dark, ominous aura caused him to switch out regardless into Sagittarius. Rapid Spin was attempted over the knockoff, but I get it. The Garg gets to heal up after that, and then Garg is a great Terra candidate to not lose to Raging Bolt. So that was a worthwhile trade, as we just discussed. Because if you do get the spike off, Garg's coming in, recovering up, all good. Bolt's not beating that. But Storm Zone made a great switch there. Is able to Shadow Ball again on the Moltres, get some good damage. Switches into Raging Bolt here. Alrighty, I think I would just T-Bolt, man. Would I? Dude, because you can't go Treads here, bruh. Going Treads here is absolutely boneheaded. You'll lose if you go Treads straight up. You need the turns. But then again, Treads has one more switch because of the spike. But Sagittarius over there is going to die soon. Nah, but Landorus is Scarf. So Storm Zone will be able to spin block until the very end. Treads is dead. It's all on Bolt at this point. You can T-Bolt if you really want to. Which is why Treads has to come in here on some G shit. Right? Dude, because you can go Sagittarius. I keep calling it Sagittarius. The nickname is... But I respect nicknames, you know what I'm saying? Treads did come in. See? That's why it was free. Oh, see, because... Yes, because you... Yup. Nah, real shit. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Treads has to come in there. Yes, because you can sack the Sagittarius. But ZavGB is also not totally mad about this because he still was able to trade. Also, of course... Sinistra's getting sacked, so he knows knockoff's the right play. Knockoff's the right play regardless, because knocking off the Raging Bolt's boots is just as good as doing this. Alright, so Treads is now dead because U-Turn's coming out from Scarflando. Everything that I said would happen, happened. It's just too easy. Alright, Clear Amulet Treads is pretty smart. This shit was definitely Ice Spinner. And then also, this is... Actually, it's not Ice Spinner, because he would have Ice Spinnered on turn 23. Right? I guess even then Nox better. Okay, we see him switch out on the U-turn, which is interesting. Why did ZavGB do this? You're gonna get U-turned on twice. I think you IDEF as ZFGB. So that you can't get swept by... Actually, wait, hold up. This is weird. Also, low-key, Samurott can still get spikes up on Moltres and be mad annoying. Keeping that Garg super duper low so it can't even protect out of a bad situation. Hold on, this is kind of... Okay, yep, IDEF so you don't get U-turn looped. Not even about U-turn loop, he just wants the strongest press. And that does do a shit ton of damage, so he's happy about that. Okay, kill gets forced this turn. But then Bolt comes in, and Bolt is just disgusting. But Gambit in the back with Terra, even with a spike up, putting Gambit at 65, Gambit looks great. Especially because, again, this Moltres is some offensive bullshit. Okay, nice switch into Byakko, knowing that this isn't play rough, because it already showed U-turn and spike. We see Guard come in on Volt. You really not taunt Storm Zone? Is this Fairy? It's gotta be Fairy. There's a fucking... I was gonna say. Oh, it lived. No T-Bolt? Okay, I think it's just over then. I think Storm Zone for sure loses. I don't think he can recover against Garg. I thought it was going to have Taunt or it was going to have T-Bolt, but somehow it had neither move. So he loses now for sure. Oh my god, no way ZFGB just sacked his Gargantical. Dude, all you have to do is switch into Moltres. Yo, he even said oops. Nah, he's funny for that. He's funny for that. Sometimes you just click so fast that you don't realize what you did until you did it. That was so funny. Because even I said, it's over. ZFGB wins 100% now. And then he sacked the Garg immediately. Bro. Nah, that was pretty funny, though. Him saying oops. Because I've been there before. Where I'm like, fuck. Did I really just do that shit? Bro, why did he do that shit, though? I'm fucking mad. Okay. No, it's fucking over, bro. You just clap. Yo, ZFGB might have to make God plays to win this. Like, oh, yup. Alright, we have an insane Ogre Pawn. This is a hilarious set. You clap again, right? I was gonna say. Yeah, okay. Gambit comes in. Okay, hold on. He's gonna Kowtow because that's the right play. Are you serious, bro? Why not Kowtow? You live all attacks. Bruh. Oh, going for it. Never mind. Game over. Damn, nicely played with the Bolt. Bolt was the biggest threat. Now it's just over. He's gonna cudgel. Damn. Called his ass out, too. He was for sure gonna cudgel. Wow, that was well played by Storm. That was well played. That was shiced. No, that was tough. That was tough. The Bolt did its job. Kept the spike up. That was a nice game, I'm not gonna lie. Sheesh. No, that was a cold game. Let's see what ZFGB does. I don't want to see ZFGB bring another old team like this. Like I said, the loser goes home. So you better lock in. Don't bring this. I mean, he literally had the game, though, if he didn't stay in with his Gargantical. Like, that was pretty objectively a throw. Like, he had the game won. Okay, I can't say he had the game won, because rocks can go up and spikes can still go up. But it's pretty hard to stop the Garg at that point. Oh, man, that was a crazy play. I guess he really wanted to be super greedy and expect the rocks. But, like, for what? Nah, it was crazy. I'll pause to the next one. Alright, and we move on to game 2. So we see a Sun team from ZFGB. Landorus T, Slitherwing, Venusaur. As I guess the flavor mons, if you will. Because Hatterene and Walking Wake are pretty much mandated. I know I was just using that Cresselia Sun that CTC gave me, but honestly, bro, I don't like that team as much as I like Hatterene's Suns. I think Hatterene is just way too good. Keeps rocks off. Eject button is also great for getting in your Walking Wake or your Tusk or whoever. Alright, nice lead by ZFGB. That was some lead goading because Hatterene completely fries Hydreigon. Is Hydreigon the stealth rocker? Is that why it left? Or is it a Scarfer? And he tried to lead into Wake. Honestly, I don't know. In Storm Zone's team, I have never seen this 6 put together before. Hydreigon that you just don't see in general. Because Hydreigon deadass got replaced by a new 3-headed dragon. Hydrapple. Which also nasty plots. Which is nuts, right? But yeah. Hydreigon we don't see anymore. Deadass got replaced by the new 3-headed Medusa Larp. Shoutouts to Hydrapple, a phenomenal Pokemon though. One of my favorites. And it completely exposes Zamazenta, which is my favorite part. Anyways, enough about Hydrapple, which is not featured. We have 2 other grass types, Venusaur and Rillaboom. Venusaur 6-0s this with Sludge Bomb, Weather Ball, Giga Drain. Shit gets actually 6-0'd. Doesn't even need Sludge Bomb, right? Just Weather Ball, Giga Drain, just 6-0s everything. Torkoal comes in off the rip. His Flash Cannon is clicked and it specs Flash Cannon. Nice. That makes sense that he switched out because obviously eject button would have activated and the Hatterene would take 90%. And that's a net negative. So good play by ZavGB going right into Torkoal. I'm going to assume this is specs because 27 is just too much damage to do. But hey, rocks are going off for free. Storm Zone does have a pretty free switch into his Glimmora though, which goes totally unpunished. ZavGB has 0 switching to Meteor Beam. So I would go Wake, honestly, if I'm ZavGB. Or just something that is anti-Glimmora. If that means max speed Landorus T, let it be max speed Landorus T. I don't know, but I don't want Glimmora to come in here and Meteor Beam. Unless he's totally certain that the Glimmora is not Meteor Beam. But even then, I don't really like the power gem switch-ins here. Again, this is all assuming it's an offensive. But we see Primarina come in. So, Stealth Rock turns out to be a fine play. All things are fine. Okay. Yeah, I was afraid of Glimmora coming in and actually having Meteor Beam because I didn't think ZavGB had a proper switch into that. I didn't want him to go down 6-5 immediately. I'm always rooting for a Game 3 series, so yes, I'm biased to this game. And I would like to see ZavGB take it. Alright, Landorus T comes in on Moonblast, does a shit ton of damage, but he just wants to take his EQ. Landorus is what on this team? I don't know. Wonder if it's Assault Vest, and that was a Specs Moonblast. Because ZavGB doesn't really have a good sponge for Shadow Ball, and Landorus isn't Rocks. So I feel like sometimes you can get away with running some shit like AV. Alright. Why do I... Dude, I feel like this is AV. I'm like very sure this is AV. We'll know for sure right now if it's not Scarf. And we'll know when the Primarina attacks again, but I don't know. Part of me thinks this is Assault Vest. Because it doesn't need to be Rocks. And it really doesn't need to be Scarf. On this team. Also, that EQ was very clearly just for damage, right? There's never gonna U-turn. U-turn to what? You know? Primarina's way too... I mean, Primarina, yeah, is way too strong to just switch around on. You can't really switch around on this Pokemon. It just kills everything and with its stab moves. Alright, Gold is in the back. Gold not that scary when you have a Wake. You just gotta absorb the T-Spike, but that's very easy. And you have Hatterene Healing Wish one time, so that's gonna be nice. I think ZavGB solidly has this game. Glimmora was a big threat, but it instantly died, so it's not good. Storm Zone doesn't get hazards up at all either, so Torkoal's unpunished. And Wall's Rillaboom. Yeah, this is pretty bad for Storm Zone. Slitherwing comes in on Dark Pulse. Got it. AV? Probably. They're all AV. I don't really see other shit. U-turn's getting clicked. Did a nice amount. Venusaur comes in to safely get rid of that. And now you can kind of do whatever you want as ZavGB. You can Weather Ball or you can Growth. I would say Weather Ball is probably the better play. Zama can't kill you unless it's Banded Ice Fang. And you probably have to take a round of Life Orb as well, seeing as Ice Fang's only 65 base power. But I did just see that Zamazenta took Rocks damage. So this shit could be banded low-key. Do you go Hat? Yeah, this is banded low-key, right? I was gonna say, it's literally Banded Ice Fang. I'm too clutch. ZavGB is shiced for not even risking that. Yeah, I was like, dude, it took Rocks. And it didn't recover. That shit is banded. But it really was Banded Ice Fang too, so... Did a safe hedge going into Slitherwing. But this Ice Fang, okay, gets his eject button taken out. Oh, it's not eject button. Yo, why is this Banded Ice Fang such a threat? 65 base power move. Fuck it, turn Ice type right now. Get to business. Alright, Draining Kiss on the switch to Kong. Kong gets the U-turn for free. Hatterene is Assault Vest on this team, so I think the Landorus T is not Assault Vest, and my guess was wrong. Yeah, I think my guess was just wrong, and it's not AV. Thought it was though, but the hat's AV. Isn't it? Because there's not, it's not helmet. It could be Custab? I don't know. I don't know. Because if it is AV, then why didn't ZFGB just Draining Kiss turn 1 and kill the thing? Or was he trying to catch the switch to whatever and wanted his sun up, knowing that a switch was coming so he'd get the sun up? Maybe that was it. Either way, nice high horsepower, but I feel like you should have just SD'd if you were going to predict that. Right? I feel like you should just SD Storm Zone. I mean, you can Woodhammer here. It's pretty free. I don't think Venusaur's is going to come in on high horsepower. You know how much Venusaur takes from high horsepower? That shit takes like 65%. Not to mention this could potentially be knockoff, which could come out here and just kill this Torkoal right now. And it's actually a free click into any Pokemon that ZFGB wants to go into. Knockoff is actually pretty damn free, assuming that's what it is. We saw an SD Rillaboom earlier, and that was using Terra Blast, so you never really know what you could see on Rillaboom. People like to run a lot of bullshit. Terra Blast, Fire. But with high horsepower, you already have a move for Steel types, so... Okay. Knocks that shit out. Honestly, that's so strong that it killed from 24. Because, like, it's not Stab or anything. Like, yeah, it's Life Orb boosted, but it's not like this is part Ground type. Slithering is a bulky Pokemon, but... yeah, Life Orb Rilla is really not to be messed with. Because I actually had a similar game where I was using Sun, and I had a Venusaur, and I played Rilla, and Life Orb Knockoff completely folded my Venusaur, and I was shocked, and I was like, damn, I haven't been giving this Pokemon the respect it deserves. This shit is strong. Some Pokemon you gotta remember from Generation 8. Back when Grassy Glide was 70 base power. But that was some illegal shit, we gotta be honest. I can't believe we even used to play that. I remember looking back at some replays, and +2 Life Orb Rillaboom, Grassy Glide would Oko Dragapult sometimes. It was like a roll, but I think you go Oko it. All right, let's see. We see the switch into Walking Wake as Ice Fang does get clicked again. Does a nice 35. We see that the Wake is special attack boost, and then also plus special. It's not Scarf. These Wise Glasses. Okay. I see. I'm not loving it, man. I'm not loving it, ZFGB. Not Scarf, right? Because the Za recovered first. Yo, Bandit Zama does look really scary with Ice Fang spam. You gotta be careful. Heavy Slam doesn't do shit to Wake if it's Bandit Heavy Slam. Okay, this is not Specs Primarina at all. We know that from Hydro Steam doing 26 because that was a plus special attack Wake, like I said. Let's see. Okay. We see a Psyshock, which is nice. Get this thing low for Hydro Steam, which I totally agree with. That was a right play. ZFGB setting up nicely for what will look like a what's it called? Walking Wake sweep. It is kind of annoying though for him that he got dropped, because now Venusaur has to come in after this to kill this, and then Hydreigon comes in afterwards, and it's just like annoying, you know. Alright, Venusaur comes in immediately instead. Wants to keep the Hatterene. Gets dropped again, which is definitely annoying. If I'm Storm Zone, I think I would go into Hydreigon. I don't think I would... yeah, don't give any sacks. Earthquake? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. This learns Earth Power now. We don't have to live like this anymore, OG. What are we doing? What is that for? Alright. Nah, it's cooked for ZFGB. Has to get Sun Up, sack another Pokemon, then has to Steam. If no drop, low key, this would have died. And then Walking Wake. Oh, nah. It's Modest Wake? Alright, then this was over no matter what. GG's. Modest Wake versus... I mean, I knew it was Specs Hydreigon because Flash Cannon did 27, but that is a whole wrap. Wow. Damn. Okay. That's a total wrap. And it was Scarflando, I guess. Well, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Terra is still on the board. It could very well be Terra Fire Venusaur and win. Oh, dude, why did he go to his Wake? Did he really try to go for it being modest specs? And he had a modest Wake that wasn't even specs? It wasn't specs. Because if it was specs, Prim would have taken way more than 26, even though it was AV. Bro, why is it EQ Venusaur, bruh? Nah, it's over for ZFGB. I don't think he can get out of this alive. I think he's cooked. You really can't get out of this alive. Like, what do you lock into? There's nothing you lock into. You just lose. There's not enough sun either. I mean, there is 7 turns, but like U-turn doesn't kill this. I'm pretty sure. Let's assume U-turn does kill this. Let's assume U-turn does kill this. What if he Terra Steals right here? Then he could lose to Terra Fire Venusaur, clicking Weather Ball 3 times. I don't know why I'm assuming it's Terra Fire when we just saw Earthquake, though. After I saw Earthquake, I have zero idea what to expect now. Because why would you even Earthquake that turn? Why would you click a move that cannot damage Hydreigon? That's what I'm so confused about. Like, why? Like, how does that even make sense? Giga Drain, Weather Ball, Sludge Bomb, Earthquake. These are all potential attack options. So why was he really trying to catch gold for like possible extra damage when you don't even know? I don't know what to expect. Whatever. Find out later. Is this Earthquake, Giga Drain, Weather Ball? It has to be, is what I think, but I don't know. Storm Zone's trying to figure out how do I lock this up. Alright, game's over. Yeah. Damn. That's gonna be that. Venusaur cannot beat Spirit Rush over here, especially post Terra. Yeah, I think the only way for ZavGB to win at this point, never mind, it's just over. He had to go Venusaur one of the turns, but he never tried it. GG's, that's gonna be that. Damn. Well played to Storm Zone. That was a pretty commanding 2-0. I honestly thought this was pretty strongly going for ZavGB after the beginning, killing the Glamora, but kind of some weird sets. No eject button. The Wake did not do nearly enough either. This was some weak ass Sun, I'm not gonna lie. Not enough strong guys. Where was Tusk? Where was Bolt? Brought some weak ass Pokemon. Imagine a Bolt or a Great Tusk. Both of them with the booster would have gone crazy. But yeah, some Scarflando Slither bullshit. Slitherwing, stop trying to make Slitherwing happen. Damn, tough loss. You hate to see that shit in the playoffs. Especially because ZavGB won last year. He's always one of the top competitors. But shit happens. I still wonder why the Venusaur Earthquaked and what the set could be. Shout out to Storm Zone. He played pretty strong. And he brought some of his own Hita Fajita bullshit. Seeing as Specs Hydreigon put in work. And I have not seen that in Gen 9 yet. So shout out to him. But anyways, see you all soon with the next set. Thank you all for watching.